Shine just coming at y'all with another acapella. This one is called By the Chords off of the Grand Marshal mixtape. It's a story of David and Bathsheba with a twist. So listen close. Check it. It was a time when MCs went out to war in battle attire with microphones in the courts, but the sword of this king hung on the wall as he'd wander his hall. And no, his horse didn't leave, it just remained in a stall. He gave order to his commander, go handle the crew, when in fact this was something he was commanded to do. So he'd stand on his roof, and from this vantage his view, he would probably never imagine all the damage he'd do, cause he viewed a shorty, and yo, this shorty was new, and yo, this shorty was nice, so much his audience grew into a summons. It had to be special when coming from him, yet everyone else was asking, isn't this someone's woman? Yet some men are going to do what they do because she would stay through the night and even through a day too. Yet the king knew better because he was cool with Jesus. Yet this thing, you would think that he had been drinking Grey Goose. They lose all restraint. The restraints of the saints became the cans. Her man was at war in another land, and to make it worse with what enlarging the curse, she was off with the little pill compact she'd have in her purse. See, at first she felt a little ill, just a little nauseous standing over the griddle still. This news, it'll kill her husband if he ever gets word of her sin. Not the war, but it'd be like she'd be the murderer then. What a turn of events. As she get word to the king, his perverted verdict to scheme go beyond the extreme. See, while all the other MCs pull the mics from their sheaths, he would call himself being nice and he'd give this one a leave. He'd inquire about the fight, have him said it is right. His reward, let him go home and spend the night with his wife, liquor him up for a moment. Yet a plan that went great. To work up back to him, your man slept outside at the gate. He slept outside at the gate. How come he didn't go home? I'm quite sure his wife was expecting him. He left her alone. But his faithful soldier would say, see my lord, there's a war. Lyrics are flying. How can I leave my shoes at the door, kick my feet up and read the paper, having slept in my bed? See, these bars are at your service that I've kept in my head. And then it really got grim because the king would think of a plot that was really not him. It was really out of his character, but yet to save face, he would call for the royal notebook that was in a safe place. He would write to his commander when it's time to recite, have my man step out in front, but yo, don't plug in his mic. And if so happens that when rapping he completely gets floored, then if we live by the mics, we can die by the chords. That's what's up. Follow your dude Shine on Shines140 on Twitter.